So as I talk about vision boards and I talk about goal setting, there's a combination of words and visuals that I 100% believe in. And I don't know about you, but since you don't know my story with vision boards and goal setting, I'll share it really briefly. I started doing vision boards after going to some self-development conferences and reading some books. And I was like, well, I might as well try it. At first, it was quite random where I would lay out magazines and I would just cut things up. But now I'm far more intentional with it, especially with tools like Canva and Pinterest. You can get very specific about your visuals and the ways that you want to set your goals. So the first thing is to know what your goals are. There's a method I teach in my Freedom Planner method, which teaches there are three main goals, which you can put into an I am or I have affirmation. And then those goals are typically going to make all your other goals domino over. So for example, a money goal is typically going to be pretty heavy because the heaviness of it, meaning that it has weight, is going to topple over other goals. So you can see in the background, like I have some images of traveling, or let's say a 6-seater car for the whole family, or traveling to, like I said, London, or even building your body costs money. Let's say you want to hire a trainer, or you want to buy new clothes for your new body. All that takes a financial investment. So part of it is a discipline investment and part of it is a financial investment. So since finances touches almost everything, almost everybody has a financial goal. The thing about goals is to be specific with it and to have a timeline, but also to let the timeline be loose. So I'm just going to share my thoughts on this. Okay. So the first goal that I believe you should write down is I have an extra, fill in the blank, and that's a money, fill in the blank, or more coming into my bank account by or before. So let's say that we were just setting this for the month, and I'm actually going to pull up a document here to talk about goal setting. And let's see. I'm just going to go and do a new document. And I'm just going to go through this with you the way I do it for myself. If I was training my kids, even my clients, this is the way I believe in doing it. I'm going to keep it really basic because I think that when you have action steps, it can really help you go forward. So this is different than my 7-figure club one. I'm going to go here. I'm going to make this full screen. There we go. I'm going to make it like 200% so you can see it. So the first one is going to be a money affirmation / goal. Okay. Meaning instead of saying I want, that's like means you have a want. So words actually matter. Okay. So what you want is let's go here. I have an extra. Now you're going to fill in the blank. That's money. Let's say that you wanted an extra $10,000, for example, or more coming into my bank account by or before. And then you could say 1/31/23, for example. Or you could also set a quarterly goal. So let's say you want to make an extra. I have an extra, which I like to do quarterly vision boards, not yearly. You could say $100,000 or more coming into my bank account by or before. So I'm going to just do this thing. I'm going to do this and do a date on it. Okay. So we're going to do it like this. So let's say you want to make $100,000 this first quarter, or maybe 10K per month. So you want a $30,000 goal here. Okay. So for example, and then you'd say 3/31. Okay. So this leaves room for more. And this also leaves room for by or before. Okay. So that's one is a mini goal. Okay. So we're talking specifically vision boards now. And this is going to take your own work, the pre-work. How much do you need to make? How much do you want to make? Those are differences. Let's have milestone goals. And in our 7-figure club back office, I go through this in depth, but I want to give a brief one, up to date 2 days so you can take action today. Number 2 is usually going to be a body goal, a health goal. Okay. So we're going to say body. Number 2, 1 second. Let's go back to it again. Okay. So 2 is a body goal / health goal. Okay, so this could be based on weight. It could be based on a size pants. It could be based on a feeling. So you could say, I am a fit size 4 athlete. Heads up, when I was on a weight loss mode, you might be, yours might be energetic. I'm healed. Maybe you're fighting a disease off. The point is you want to have the affirmation that is the goal. Okay, so the affirmation is the goal. Okay, I'm a a fit size 4 athlete, that's essentially the fill in the blank. So this is your fill in the blank. So the same as the extra money, that's yours. So you could say something like that. You could say, I am energetic, healthy, and a size 10. Whatever your size thing is, that is your next size down. Or if you're a man or a woman that's already at your dream size, what parts of your health do you want to work on? Do you want to say, I am ripped from head to toe? Or like, I am a marathon runner, whatever a health goal is that puts you into a state, because money and health affect everything, as we know. Okay, so by or before, and you really want to set a 12-week goal. Like I like to set, like I said, I think the 12-week goal is a good thing to do for the vision boards. I then take that thought and then move it into monthly. I actually think most people can accomplish, and you can write this down, your yearly goals in a quarter if you went for it. Just being real, call it a 12-week year, right? So I would say set a 12-week goal, like by 3/31. And then you could also, once this is done, you're going to break it down into a 30-day goal. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. And then the last one is really a very holistic look at life goal. This is like encompassing, like, who are you on this planet? So it could be something like, and there's other goals you might have here that you're going to add because of the money, but this is like just this is a good start for this. So you could say, I am a warrior for God in life, business, and music. So that would be something like that I like I believe that I'm a warrior and a leader for God in life, business, and music. So this is like your I am statement. And then here's what we're going to do. So these are your 3 I am, I have. So I have, okay, I am, okay? So rather than I want, I desire, just going into I have. Now, people have different schools of thoughts on these affirmations. You be you, do your thing. There's a lot deeper things that need to be released sometimes. We self-sabotage. There's all kinds of things. But the truth is that this is a great starting place. This changed my life. So this is how I teach it, okay? So now what we're going to do is, those are goals. Now, one thing I want to break through really quick is goals are numbers based, can't always control the outcome, the timing, or exact outcome. Meaning you could set this goal and still be off. You could exceed it or even come underneath it. So what we really want to focus on are daily tasks that push your goal forward. Okay. So now this goal is not going to change for these 30 days or 90 days. You're going to keep aiming for it. And unless you surpass it, then you're going to increase your goal. Okay. So you're going to act as if it's happening. Okay. Act as if it's already on the way, because it is. If you truly believe that, believe, receive. I'm just typing up these things for you. Okay. So now second part is this. Daily tasks that push those goals forward. So I'm going to break down each of these real quick. So we're going to take number 1. So we're going to go here, and I have this in my freedom planner. I actually have this out every day, and I have you writing it down daily. Okay. So I have a freedom planner that has your affirmation, you fill it in, and then there's 3 tasks. So now we're going to do 3 tasks that will help push that forward. Okay. So if you want to make money and you're an entrepreneur, I would say you need to do your daily 3-10-10. That's what I would teach it to my clients. So that's a marketing method that would help. That's controllable. That's a controllable. It's a task. You can do it. Okay. Another thing I would do is I would track my money, spending, and my income, like what's coming in. And I would look at it daily. Okay. Because that's going to put it in front of you. And then I would, let's see, what's the other thing daily for making more money? I would make sure that I follow up with all people who like and comment on my post daily. Message, call. Those 3 things are controllable, and they will help you make this goal happen. Make sense? Put a number 1 in the comments. Say yes to tasks. That's what we're doing. Let's take number 2. Okay, let's take your body health goal. Now, what are 3 tasks you could do every single day that would move that forward? This is a part of your non-negotiable daily habit list. 1, let's be real. You need to work out daily. You need to track your nutrition daily. You need to maybe hire somebody for that. I like MyFitnessPal. And then you need to eat clean and drink a gallon of water, for example. That would be 3 things. Anybody does that, you're going to help get there. This, you can't control the outcome. This will help you get there faster. See what I'm doing here? Okay, now let's talk about number 3. Okay, so this is like overall more identity based instead of to-do based, okay? Still though, this is a feeling you can walk into every day and that's extremely powerful. So for me, I'm a warrior and a leader for God in life, business, and music. Okay, so what would make me feel that every day? Because it's different than achieving it. So what would make me know I'm doing that? Okay, so daily, I can lead myself in prayer, journaling, Bible study, whatever that looks like. I can practice, sing, write music daily. I can show up in my business daily and keep my tasks. Well, this helps me know and that I am like walking in this daily, right? So these are like things that are more habits based rather than like having 3 goals. This is like, what does your time look like? This is an extremely powerful, extremely essential fast track to your goals, feeling like you're making progress. There's a great thing that Tony Robbins says that people don't need perfection. They need progress. These tasks help you understand that, yes, you have this big goal. The goal is in bold, right? The goal is in bold. Sounds so rhymey and lovely. This is the goal. Okay. But the tasks help you see that you are working towards your goals, which makes you proud of you. The most important relationship of your life is the one with yourself. So it's extremely important. With yourself, and I believe, and with God. Now, everybody has their beliefs around that, but I believe that nobody else, like only you can make yourself proud. When you keep promises, tasks, habits to yourself, you feel secure. Okay, only you can help make your goals happen. Don't blame other people. Okay, so let's move on to the visual of this. Type in number 2 in the comments. I'm not seeing any comments coming in because I have my alerts turned off. So if you can put in the comments, if you can see me, hear me, and see my screen, I would appreciate it. I am going to double check it over here on my phone just to make sure this is actually working. Okay, great. You guys are doing this. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to answer those questions. So yes, the 3 tasks, I saw a question. So let me turn off my sound so I can look at these questions before I move on. The 3 tasks are support your daily goal. Let me know in the comments if that's making sense. These 3 tasks support the big goals that you have. And what's exciting is that a lot of times these daily tasks don't always change. So it's really important to understand that. So I'm just going to the live chat to make sure that I am seeing. Let's see what's going on with Facebook. The 3 tasks are per goal. Okay, so if I had my planner open, let me actually take a moment to see if I can find my planner to show you exactly what this is. Any of you in my 7-figure club, I give this to you for free, but let me check out my freedom planner so you can see what I mean by writing this down every single day. And that's exciting to me. Yes, I have it. Are you guys excited? Yes, I have the color version. It's not my newest version. So this is why I made this. This is essentially an overview. This is the really intentional visual part of this. Okay, so here is the Freedom Planner. Can you type a number or just say Freedom Planner in the comments so I know that you're seeing this? Because the numbers, sometimes I'm not sure what I'm seeing. So I'm trying to double check this. Okay, so 3 focus goals. These goals move everything else forward. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Okay, not a lot bigger. Okay, here we go. So this is like your day. You plan your day, notes and to-dos, but these are your main ones that every day, if you know you're making progress on these really big things. So I have an extra coming to my bank account this month. I am so happy and grateful. Okay, so it's essentially shortened. I am and I am. And this matches, let me come over here and kind of like put all this like side by side so you can see my screen. See if I can get this right. Here's that one. Here's this one. You see this? So this matches over here. I'm going to make this up here. This matches this. Does this make sense? That coming together? So then you write down these 3 to-dos. And then same thing, I am a fit size 4 athlete, buyer before, and then workout daily. And again, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I'm writing down the same thing. Yeah, welcome to life. And this is something that millionaires over and over again teach, that they write down their goals, read them, listen to them once to twice a day, usually morning and night. So this is a part of the daily practice. The other thing that I teach in the Freedom Planner is I teach these things over here separate and apart from that. Mindset, gratitude, social media, a prospecting power hour. These could be your 3 for your money, or you could come up with a couple other 3. Like, again, like I said, tracking the money, looking at your goals each day. There's wellness down here, right? So some of these might be some crossover, but by you writing them in, and these are your commitments to this. Okay. So this is a part of planning your day, planning your life, and focusing. Let's talk about the visuals now, okay? So I teach about vision boards. I have a whole training on this. I'm going to briefly run you guys through it. In my Freedom Planner is also your vision and goal board training. I'm going to go in depth on this on Thursday for a whole live training with my 7-figure club. And this is very important to talk in depth about our focus goals, about our affirmations. But let's talk about your, now how do you put the visuals with these 3 things? So if you can type in vision in the comments, if you can see me, hear me, and see my screen, right? Vision in the comments. This is exciting. This is where now we get to the fun vision part. But here's the thing. There's a verse that says, without vision, my people perish. And you guys, random clippings aren't the vision. Now, sometimes I actually will do the random clippings with the intentional, because I'll see something I was meant to see. Like, I'll show you. I was going through, like, I'll buy a very specific magazines. I still cut out and print things. If you don't have a color printer, I really recommend you get one. Just for this alone, it is worth the investment of $100, $200. You can, of course, send it to Staples, local printing, but I've got my printer here. Then I can print it out, change it every single month. So important for that alone, let alone all the other things we still need printers for. Okay, so this one says she needed an investor, so she became one. This was a card I saw in public. It says, "You're pure gold," if you can kind of see it. And I put a Bible verse here. This is my entire, really my personal one, which is really based on 90 days. Sometimes there's even things that still haven't happened yet. So what I just do is I do like 90 days for the printable ones. And then I do a 1-page printable meaning I do a whole big thing. This is more like 90 days to 6 months as I see more, really achieving it. And then I put it up, and I have this up to use as copies for all of you, because really my vision, my affirmations are linked directly to my daily habits. And this is how I run it. This is how I've done it. I've really turned this into an art form. Also have an awesome coach in my group who's even more specialized than me in vision board specific. This is how I've done it for years. It's been extremely effective. So now with the I haves and I ams, you're going to put images together that are what you're working for. So I have also up on here one that says, it's about my body, it's about my goals, but then it's like, I'm the owner of my decorated dream room with land for guests and an office on a lake with a baby grand piano. I don't have that yet. I have a beautiful home, but I want my lake home with the dock. So there's always something else you're reaching forward towards, which is why it's also extremely important to have those daily tasks that I talked about so that you can still feel progress. You can still feel happy today. Life is truly a journey. There's always more things we're reaching for. And it's not more things. It could be you want to sell all your things and live overseas in an Airbnb. I've also done that before. I love it so much. Your goals can change, but the point is to be intentional about your life. Write that down. Be intentional about your life. And so this is giving you action steps to actually do that. I'm an action steps person. So here's what this looks like. Let me share my screen. I'm going to keep my vision board over here. This is a more generic one. This is a template I share for any of my 7-figure club clients. You guys can message me. This is in your back office. But this is where you're going to take the money goal, and you're going to then, you can add some words, you can add some affirmations, you can add a check, you can add visuals. If you've never been to Paris, put images of things you're working for, right? So if I was coming up close on this, I'm going to share with you guys, you know, I'm very much a transparent person because let's go here. Okay, I'm going to stop the share while I look for the screen. I'm looking for like IRS papers, not in a bad way. I'm so excited. I've expanded my business and gotten more LLCs. It's exciting. Okay, so let me open up Canva and share with you the template of what I use for these other goals. So let's go here and talk about these goals, okay? So let's share the screen again. And so when I'm doing this, this is a really in-depth one that's very private to me, and I don't mind sharing some of this. So you could put images of bodies you're working on, but your baby's in there. This is like a theater. I'm writing a musical. This is this Austria? Or Switzerland. I want to go to Switzerland. London for my son. There's the Freedom Planner. It's a part of my expansion program, having $1 million a year and $100,000 a month. Pictures even that are of you and your family or you and your clients. I have a whole vision board section just for my clients. I don't know if it's on this one. So there, I have a more like generic one for my clients, but then you want to get really specific, put those images on there. And a really cool thing you can do is I grab some screenshots from Pinterest, and I'm going to just show you how you can kind of like edit this one because it was too tiny. So you can grab these kinds of images and then you can print them. So rather than looking up random things in magazines, you can literally go over to Pinterest and you can grab these images. And of course, you can't post this publicly without giving, public, but if you're using this privately, you can come here and you could say vision background boards. Let me see what I searched to find this, like essentially vibes. So you see these, so you actually could like print some of these and then cut them out and you can put them on 8.5 by 11 paper. And that's like what I did for this one behind me. So here's the recap. One is you need to first know what your dreams are and why, and that actually takes some time. And I really recommend you do that. And for those in my Seven Figure Club, when we're doing this Thursday, I recommend you come to the table already knowing your I haves and your I ams. Now you can add to that, like I have your 3 main ones, and then add the specific goals over the next quarter that you want to accomplish. Like I'm making more than enough money that supports my entire family. We can live and travel wherever we want, like make it specific. Then you can take those, but you start with the 3 main ones, okay? And then you create these images around it. Then the tasks don't go on your vision board. The tasks go in your planner. And again, I sell the Freedom Planner. If anybody wants to buy it, it's at yourfreedomplanner.com. You can buy a digital copy, and we're shipping this next quarter for a hard copy, but you can get immediate access to my digital copy, which doesn't just come with the daily printable. It comes with everything. But all my 7 Figure Club members get access for free to the digital copy. And so why this is important is then you got to break it down. How are you going to make your dreams and goals happen? A vision board can become a little hopeless board if you're not actually taking steps towards it. I remember looking at my vision board years ago, and I kept cheating on my meal plan, and I was not hitting my body goals. And I said, I finally wrote over the vision board that was in my bathroom at the time. And I said, my daily habits match my goals, because I wasn't matching it. Now, I want to say this. There's a lot of deep work that can go on, and sometimes you're not sure why you're not hitting those goals. I will be honest that therapy, getting coaching, and releasing subconscious beliefs has helped me to hit my goals better, but it's still taking me years. But there is a system. Nobody taught me the system. I like carved it out of figuring it out, and it has sped up my results year after year, month after month. It is amazing what can happen. And what's really cool is you can actually use these goals for short-term goals too. So you can like get this done, get the big one done. And let's say you had a week goal and you hear about this cool opportunity. I'll give you an example. I met this lady, and she was hosting a ClickFunnels training in London, and it was 10,000 pounds, which was about $12,000. I was still full-time single mom at the time, living in the middle of nowhere, and I'd never paid that much money for anything. And I hadn't really made that amount of money at that time in a short amount of time, but there was something about it. And I was just like, I have to do this. And I really only had 2 weeks to hit this goal. So I learned some new things, and I just like went for it. I was like, I have an extra. And I looked at I set these alarms on my phone, these affirmations, and I looked at the vision board, and I looked at how much the ticket would be. And I looked at the Airbnbs in London, that it was just a weekend event. So, and man, I'm so glad. And I did it. And I was like the last person. There was only 10 spots and I got it. There were women from all over the world that were flying there, Australia and Europe. And I think it was the only American who made it. And it was so amazing. And so what's so exciting is that like when you realize that anything is possible and you get this up in front of you, like you can speed up your results. It doesn't just have to be the year vision board or the 90 days or even the month. An opportunity could arise and you're like, how am I going to make this happen? And you can follow these systems and you can put the vision in front of you and you can make one and take that time. And side note, don't just make vision boards to not do them. That's why I have tasks. That's why I have the planner. That's why I have support in the groups that I teach in the 7-Figure Club, because it's just so essential that you, in order to hit the vision, that you're acting daily as if the vision is happening, which means that there's action. So there's your mindset, there's your heart set, and there's your action, there's your body, there's the movement, there's the showing up. And that's when it gets extremely exciting. And no matter what the day turned out, this is a great way to end this training today. I love this quote by Jim Rohn. Don't judge the day by the harvest that you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Meaning, like, sometimes you will do your best and you will not hit that goal. But one day you will. So that's why you loosely tie yourself to the date to have a set date, but it's by or before or more, because you know that at some point you're just going to hit it because you're never giving up. So just write in the comments, I'm never giving up. This is my reality. These goals are on its way to me. It's on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. So you can watch Netflix and snuggle with your loved ones at night. You can eat that yummy dinner and you can have peace each day because you know it's on its way. So we don't want to get so striving for the future that we forget to live today. And it's just an exciting way to live though. You're striving, you're working, not striving. I would say you're working, you're having faith, you're in flow today, you're enjoying today while also trusting that all these things you're doing for the future are working itself out. And it's a really beautiful, peaceful, fun way to live. So lots of love to all of you. I am Tiana with TianaSmithCoaching.com. Because we live streamed this, it wasn't letting me go in the group. It will be up temporarily on my profile till I download it and put it on YouTube. And so for some reason, any of you watch this, it was meant to be live public. This is usually a private training for my 7-Figure Club only members. And that's where it will be after the next couple hours. But reach out to me if you have questions, put in the comments and I will give you feedback. I will give you love. And then of course, all the really good goodies and all my templates and these trainings and the support that I offer is in the 7-Figure Club, which you can buy into through an interview and an application process. So for those of you already in my 7-Figure Club, I hope this helped you. We will be doing a more in-depth training this Thursday on Zoom. So it'll be live, it will be interactive, and I will also take questions and help you through this process as we plan our new year, our quarter, and help you really go for these goals and support you in them. God bless you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.